Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. So the new trial is finally available on PC, The Crown of Keldagon. However, it is still locked. It is still locked behind having to complete the 5th task of the campaign. Meaning if you want to do this trial today, if you want to be grinding it out before next week, you're going to have to go to the Zen market and have purchased 2 of these packs of the Undying to obtain your 200 more Northern War condemnation. That is because when we look here, you will need to complete the 5th task, which is 750 campaign progress, and the only way to obtain that is to get 200 from the Zen market, because normally most people will just be on 600. You can see I've bought one of the packs, so I'm on 700. I'm stuck, met my weekly haul. I will need another 50 to go and actually do the trial if I wanted to do it now. Now, I do have the funds to go and do so, and we do have a sale also for the packs, meaning this thing only costs 2,400 Zen. So it's pretty cheap to actually buy 2 of them. It's less than 5,000 Zen. You do get some rewards, but in my opinion, none that really makes up for the amount of Zen you're actually buying, unless you can sell this repurposed phylactery artifact pack for about 2 million or more. So with that said, yes, indeed, the trial is accessible, and we can even check the collections tab, and yes, we can view the new Mythic Weapon Set here. Unfortunately, it's nothing special. We can have a look at the actual set, that bonus that it gives you. We can zoom in here and we can see it will give you Scale Breaker's Wrath once you have both the weapons, and we can see it's a big block of text there, but to break it down simply, whenever you use an encounter power or a daily power, you'll gain one of these stacks, and then it will depend on what role you are. As a DPS, you'll gain 1% recharge speed and 1% action point gain. You can get a maximum of 6 of these stacks, normally just 5, but as soon as you hit 6 stacks, you will have that 5% recharge speed and 5% action points converted to a 7.5% outgoing damage bonus, which lasts for 30 seconds. And supposedly we can keep refreshing this if we use enough encounter powers in between. So basically, this is the Celestial Weapon 2.0. That is, in my opinion, a big disappointment. There is a reason nobody uses Celestial Weapons at the moment, and that is because these Celestial Weapons don't give that 7.5% damage bonus at the beginning of the fight. You're going to have to go and cast those daily and encounter powers to gain those stacks before you even gain a damage bonus from it. Celestial weapons still viable within a trial, but most people are actually just running mirage weapons instead, because they just give clones which spawn, which actually deal damage, which at this point we have so many different stackable damage bonuses that just gaining a 7.5% damage bonus from a weapon set means very, very little. And thus, in my opinion, this new weapon set is a huge disappointment. It could even give double the amount of stats, the double amount of damage bonus, and even then people would still question whether they would use it. But at least it would make it somewhat more competitive than just copy and pasting a bonus we've had from the Celestial. Whenever you cast your encounter powers, you gain your stacks, and once you reach a certain amount, you gain that 7.5% damage bonus. And as a tank, that'll be a reduction to incoming damage, and as a healer, that'll be a buff to your outgoing healing. So again, huge disappointment. Even for a tank to use this, you're better off just running in a party with full masterwork weapons. And it's the same with the healer and even a DPS, to be honest. You could all just run those stronghold weapons. We can see them way down here. Here's our stronghold weapons, and you can get the older versions, you can get the bronzewood ones as well, and they all give that bonus of 2% damage, 2% healing, and 2% less damage taken, and that stacks up 5 times if you're in a party with everybody using it, meaning that all becomes 10%, which is already 2.5% more than these new mythic weapons, making them, yes, why even use them? The only reason I'll go and try and obtain them is mainly for the fashion and the hope that they might change it to make it a bit more appealing to actually use them. Of course, we'll have to do some testing whether or not the bonuses are any good. Are they what they say they are in the tooltips? For all we know, it could give you 100% more action point gain and recharge speed. And we can also go and check the campaign, and here you'll actually be able to buy your new weapon set, the mythic ones. You'll need 20 of those Valindra's gems, which you will obtain through the chests from the trial. Apparently nowadays we can obtain 1 gem per chest, so potentially 2 per run. Not bad, 10 runs and you've got one of your weapons. And of course they'll probably drop at the end of the trial as well, and you can all need and greed. And we can see we can get some legendary rewards here depending on how much you want to spend. You can get a little Valindra, which is just a vanity pet of her who will follow you around, and you can get this cloak. We can see it looks pretty cool there. However, I would have much preferred a mount like we had within the Tower of the Mad Mage, and hopefully there is another reward which isn't a cloak if you complete the trial deathless. So overall, in my opinion, a very disappointing new weapon set. Sure, it's shiny and mythic. It's basically just a Celestial Weapons 2.0 with a little bit more flavor in terms of that initial bonus of, let's say, recharge speed and action points for DPS. So overall, excited to get into this new trial, but unfortunately, I don't think I can find a group of friends who are going to go and buy 2 of those packs, nearly 5,000 Zen worth, just to unlock it 1 week earlier, when we can go and jump in next week and we can all access it for free basically by grinding the campaign a little. So overall, hopefully this was at least somewhat insightful to you guys, and again I'd like to give a massive thank you to all of these channel members for helping me keep my channel going. And if I presented this well, consider leaving the video a like. If you're new around here, consider subscribing. We'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.